Georgia Tag Team Champions, the Assassins. Their opponents from Japan, weighing in at 244 pounds, Tenru. His partner from Florida, weighing in at 230 pounds, Don Diamond.
The Assassins going up against Don Diamond and Mr. Tenru. And joining me here at the desk right now is the youngest man ever to be a troubleshooting referee for the NWA, Doug Smith, who is now wrestling, my good friend, Chief Wahoo McDaniels, one of the outstanding competitors of all time.
Well, you know, Gordon, anytime you're on Channel 17 here, it's great to be here. I want to say hello to all the people in Texas and around the world here. And I've been watching the wrestling here, and we got some pretty tough competitors here.
Let me ask you a question, Wahoo. And I know, of course, that over the years you've fought almost every competitor in existence. What about this Shanghai Sleeper thing?
Well, I think the thing that people don't realize, you know, Mark Lewin, they can bring up his personal life, is married to an Oriental girl. He's trained in the Orient, and the Shanghai Sleeper, he's really perfected it. And I was in Australia with the man, and I saw him put some Australian wrestlers out. And one kid never came back around. Crippling for life. Cut the air off from his head. He never came back. So, like I said, some things in wrestling, some guys perfect them better than others. A lot of people want to outlaw them. I don't know. You know, they outlawed the brain buster in a lot of places. So the thing is, I really don't know. But I think it is a dangerous hope with a man like him because he doesn't really care. And he's able to put it on you, keep it on you, and you never wake up.
All right, now, tomorrow night, you're going to be in the Omni. You're facing the Russian Alexis Smirnov.
You know, I'm facing the Smirnov, but the big reason I'm here is Tommy Rich asked me to come down here because the man, I've been helping him, we've been training. The man, Harley Race, is going to be in for a real surprise. Because I'll tell you one thing, if ever a man was ready, Tommy Rich is ready. And I'm telling you, I'm going to be here to celebrate because I just believe that this time Tommy Rich is going to take that belt from Harley Race. And I'm here. And I'm going to be sitting right there watching because I think it's time has come.
Thank you so very much, Wahoo McDaniel. It's time to get on to our next match. Here's our ring announcer. Taking things into his own hands now. Atlas charged in there, broke it up. He was concerned over the Atlas, and I can certainly understand how he feels. Austin Idol and Kevin Sullivan have joined me a few minutes ago, and I want you to know that that was obviously a highly edited piece of tape that Mephisto brought out here.
Well, first of all, I think Sullivan has something to say, so go ahead and let him say it, darling.
You know, Gordon, I have only hated once before in my life, and the man I hated was standing here, and he has hated also. He has hated me, and together with this hate, and the people know the evil that we did, we have formed an alliance. Because between the evil and the hate that flowed through our veins, this alliance will be strong, and it will be strong to get rid of one thing, and that is the Mephisto cult that is trying to take over this area. The alliance will be stronger.
I have had one long week to do a little research, and I have done some research and some thinking, and I have concluded something. That these three demons, Mephisto, the Butcher, and Lewin, are nothing but heathen, atheists, devil worshippers. These are the kind of people that go into the fields in the wee hours of the morning and slaughter, butcher sheep in sacrificial rituals.
Sir, I think we might get on to the fact that, of course, tomorrow night at the Omni here in Atlanta, you'll meet these two men.
Let me say something. This is a time for you to choose sides. To pick up and choose sides and go for what you believe is right. I'm not claiming to be a saint, but I am claiming one thing. At least I have some belief. And you believe me, Lewin. And believe me good. That tomorrow night in that Omni, regardless of what I have to do, I am going to kick your stinking...
Put all the marbles in this bag here, baby. I mean, you're talking about the South, and you're talking about Louisiana, and you're talking about Honolulu, you're talking about New York City, you're talking about Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream, the Tower of Power. What kind of mistake did Dusty Rhodes make by taking old land to some of his partners? what kind of mistake was Dusty Rhodes going to get himself into by taking Ole Anderson as his partner? There ain't no mistakes coming at all. I foresee one thing. Good heavy-duty whipping. Good heavy-duty getting after somebody's king. Now, the situation at hand has come forth and laid itself on the laps of the American public. When its favorite son, when the little plumber from Austin, Texas, little bully, was laid out on major national television and stomped by two hooded masked men who had it coming, then it all came down. And in the Omni, the first time ever, double bull rope, tied together with the assassins, me and Ole Anderson, Texas Tornado Rules, all 4 men out there won. I mean, it's going to be like layered, but the biggest surprise of all. And Mr. Anderson, listen to me close, because I want this. The only thing I haven't had. The Georgia Heavyweight Tag Team Championships in the Omni.
Now, of course, the Georgia Tag Daniels, and you're here for a very special reason.
Well, you know, Gordon, I'm up here for a special reason. I came up, I've been training with Tommy Rich, and later on in the program, we're going to have a real surprise for Tommy, and I think he deserves every bit of it.
Well, I certainly do, too. And by the way, speaking about surprises, I have a hunch that you'll have a few surprises for Alexis Smirnoff tomorrow night at the Omni.
That's right. You know, since I've left here, you know, my friend Strongbow, they tore up his feathers. They seem to lose a little respect for the Indian people. Well, let me tell you something. The Indian's back, and I can tell you one thing. I can teach him respect, and Smirnoff is going to be the first one to get a real test of it.
Well, that's going to be tomorrow night at the Omni, of course. The World Heavyweight Championship match will also take place. Harley Race defending that title against the challenge of Tommy Wildfire Rich. The Georgia Tag Team Championship on the line. The Assassins going up against Stardust himself, Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream, and Ole Anderson. But this time, a double Texas bull rope match with Texas Tornado rules.
That's right. You know, I've never seen one quite like it, and I'm looking forward to it. In Cartersville tonight, I'm going to be right there in Cartersville. You people come on out.
Thank you so very much. Chief Wahoo McDaniels will be talking more to him later. Right now, we're going to have our first match, so let's turn it over to our ring announcer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match...
Lawler put Rich's head into the turnbuckle. Rich almost flipped right over the rope. Bounced back into the ring. Lawler picks him up by the hair. Now, Lawler's got him in the air. Driving body slam over near the corner. Lawler again with a body slam on Tommy Rich. Lawler up on the middle rope. Oh, that headbutt off the rope. Lawler went up on the ropes again. Oh, he missed it. Rich moved out of the way. And Jerry Lawler's head slammed right into the mat. Rich with a right hand popped Lawler in the top of the head. Tommy Rich fighting back. Things were going his way in the early part of the match. Lawler went to work on him. And there he goes. Tommy Rich. Jerry Lawler down on the mat. Covered by Tommy. One.
And there you go. He's a big man. But he has not been too effective against Rich and Martel. And it must be he's trying to adapt himself to their stylizing, because I've watched this man Calvert in action before. He's a very, very dangerous, rugged opponent. And he may be just laying back, testing both Martel and Rich for their strength. Challenger has Rich down. Rich could be in trouble here. Challenger trying to fight it off. Tommy Rich. Ever onward, ever upward now. Tommy Rich catches his man. Hip toss has a challenger back on the canvas. I want to thank our crew today for doing such an outstanding job. On cameras, Henry Matthews, Ron Kirk, and Larry Bradford. On audio, Cynthia Tyler. Director, Dick Dodson. Graphics by Vita Font. Tag is made. Rick Martel moves in once again. Snapmare has the challenger to the canvas. Martel. Now the challenger, utilizing every shortcut he can think of. Time is running out. Full slam on the challenger by Martel. Again, the tag is made. Tommy Rich moves in. Double teaming on the challenger. The challenger powers out again. And again, the challenger powers out. Herb Calvert comes in. Calvert, finding that size 13 in the middle of the back of Tommy Rich, catches him again. Tommy Rich slips through, makes the tag, and Calvert beginning to unload that heavy artillery caught by Rick Martel. Calvert doubled up that time. Again, the tag is made. Calvert slipped off the rope. Again, Calvert doubled up. Rick Martel moves back. Calvert fired back futilely. And we've got all four of them in the ring. Beautiful move by Tommy Rich into a vertical block on Herb Calvert. Fantastic move.
For a very, very special reason as well.
Well, I want to congratulate Tommy, and he really deserves a chance. But, you know, there's just one person here now. Surprise is a little out of the bag. But if it wasn't for her, all this wouldn't be possible. Let's bring Tommy's mother out here. I'd like for her to come out.
No, this guy here had something to do with it.
Well, that's exactly it. And there you see it.
Told me you wasn't coming, didn't you?
Surprise, you did not.
Well, and then Tony surprised us all, didn't
Yeah, he did.
I understand that through Wahoo, that we are going to be privileged to sort of look back into Tommy's life a little.
Just a little. I have brought some pictures to share.
You think we can get by with that, I'm sure. Let's turn this around if we may. And let everyone take a look at age 3 months. Tommy Rich. And you'll notice he wasn't on his back. He's on his stomach. He's not going to let anybody pin him, that's for sure. Now, let's see what else we have. Well, now. And there he is at 1 year old. And in the 8th grade. And there, of course, some of the teams in which he participated in sports throughout junior high and high school. And there you get an idea. Here's a young man who is really a triple threat athlete all the way around. There's no question about this. And this, of course, is where all of it began, where Tommy developed his competitive spirit. High school was a very important time in your career, wasn't it, Tommy?
Yes, it sure was. You know, I went through some stages, played basketball, I wrestled, played football, and at the time I didn't really know what I wanted. And right here you see where I finally decided, you know, where I decided I wanted to be a wrestler. And this is my first wrestling picture right there.
Did you ever think that you'd be faced with the dilemma of possibly having a world heavyweight champion for a son?
Well, Tommy has always done his best in everything he's tried. He tried hard. He gave everything he had to football, basketball. He played baseball. And when he decided to go into wrestling, I felt like I'm behind him all the way. If this is what he wants, I'm behind him. And there's never been a doubt in my mind that he was capable. I've never asked anything but do your best, Tommy. And he has reached that point.
There's certainly no question about that, and a very touching moment here between a mother and son, and I can understand the tremendous pride that you must have in Tommy right now. And Wahoo, I know that we're sharing a very, very private moment in a very public way.
That's right. You know, she's got a lot to be proud of, and I think everybody come Sunday night are going to be proud of this man, because I tell you one thing, I'm putting my money on this man, and I think he's the next world champion.
All right, I'll tell you what, Tommy, I'm going to give you a few moments right now to get with your mother. I want to chat a little bit further with Wahoo McDaniels, but why don't you two slip off and have a few kind words.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We certainly appreciate your coming out today. Wahoo, I need to talk to you a little bit further, because obviously tomorrow night at the Omni in Atlanta, match time is 7:30. You're facing Alexis Smirnoff, but Tommy Rich is going for that World Heavyweight Championship, and everybody seems to be of the same opinion that it's now. Tommy is right. The whole thing is right.
Well, I think the electricity's in the air. I think it's the time. I think that Rich is ready. If he's ever going to be ready, it's now. And if he doesn't do it now, he may be a long time before he gets a chance. He knows this. And I'll tell you one thing. Physically, mentally, he's ready. He's got everything that goes with it, right along with it. And you feel it in the air. Get ready. New champion.
Okay, this match moving away now. Wahoo McDaniel going over to Charlie Fulton. And quite possibly this will be our last match today on this hour of Georgia Championship. And it is Wahoo McDaniel connecting with a hard chop across the throat. Beautiful souffle by McDaniel. Got the shoulder off, I believe. Got the shoulder off. Back into those ropes. Charlie Fulton caught with another chop. And it is McDaniel exploding again. Our thanks to our crew today. On cameras, Randy Cook, Henry Matthews, Ron Kirk. Floor directors, Judy Webb. On video, Doug Murdoch and Russ McGonigal. On audio, Cynthia Tyler. Our director is Skip Ellis, and we certainly appreciate all of the work that they've done. Wahoo McDaniel continues to hold that side headlock. Fulton trying to fire away now. Fulton in those red trunks. And again, a hard chop by Wahoo McDaniel. Wahoo McDaniel totally dominating the situation here. Wahoo catches him with a tomahawk chop coming off the rope. It is all over. It is all over. And wait a minute. Alexis Smirnoff just charged the ring. Smirnoff just charged the ring and is after Wahoo McDaniel. He caught him. He caught him on the head and heads McDaniel down. Alexis Smirnoff using a street shoe.
Gordon, there's so much action here, but let me tell the folks, whether it's tonight, look at this, whether it's tonight in Cartersville or Griffin or tomorrow at the Omni, cover this Omni tomorrow, folks. Don't you miss it. Look at this. Look what's going on, Gordon. Tomorrow night at the Omni, it'll all come to a head.
With 65 pounds of sweet soul, former world champion and current